I didn't think I was that angry about this film when I came out the cinema, but I started writing my notes and it appears that I am. Hello, I'm Florentina Faconti and welcome to another new release review. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Warner Brothers film Space Jam: A New Legacy. Before I start my review, make sure you've clicked on that subscribe button, and for any updates about my channel, make sure you're following my Facebook page and my Instagram at Florentina Faconti. This film is a sequel / reboot of the 1996 Space Jam film starring Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes. This time the film is being led by another basketball player, LeBron James. I'd never seen the original because it came out 2 years before I was born, so I missed the initial release of it. And I hate sports, always have, always will, not a sporty person at all. So the basketball element to it never piqued my interest. I also have a personal hatred for the sport because in a year 8 PE lesson, I bent my finger backwards while bouncing a basketball. And it's never been the same ever again. Can you stop shaking, please? Can you chill out? And I've spoken about it before, but I don't really like slapstick comedy. I find it quite uncomfortable. I just don't find it funny at all. So Looney Tunes was never my thing. I like the characters, but I just don't like the actual cartoons. They were just a bit too much for me. I find them quite stressful. When I decided that I was going to go and see this film, I thought I'm going to go in with an empty mind. Empty mind? No, open mind. I've always got an empty mind. I thought I'm going to go in with an open mind, so I saved watching the original film until after the new one. Which I'm quite glad I did because it meant that I could review it in my head as a standalone film rather than comparing it the whole time. But then after I watched both of them, they are so similar, but rather than aliens, it's just a computer server and a video game. This new film was just a really expensive way for Warner Brothers to advertise all the stuff that they own and that they've made in the past. It got really cringy at points and it was just so unnecessary. Like throughout the whole thing, you had elements of Warner Brothers projects, but the thing that bothered me the most was the crowd at the basketball game. You had flying monkeys from The Wizard of Oz, White Walkers from Game of Thrones, War Boys from Mad Max Fury Road. You had King Kong, Pennywise and Voldemort. Like, they don't have more important things to do than watch Bugs Bunny play basketball. Sorry, I'm getting angry about fictional characters right now, but I just hated it so much because with this one film, they have just cheapened pretty much all of the franchises that they own. And I just thought it was disgusting, to be honest. Disgusting! They also at one point made Looney Tunes 3D and more lifelike. I hated it. It was so unnecessary. That's the word for this video. Unnecessary. This whole film, unnecessary. Another thing that really bothers me, not just with this film, but with the original as well, and just generally TV, film and theatre, it happens so much, but casting someone who is not an actor in a lead role. It just makes me so angry because there are so many actors in the industry that work their butts off who are incredibly talented and they're not going to get anywhere near that kind of success. And then there are people that are already famous for other things that have never acted a day in their life and they just step into these leading roles in Hollywood blockbusters. Like, if you want to be an actor, start at the bottom like everyone else. It just makes me sick. I just hate that production companies favour bums on seats casting rather than actual talent that will make their film better overall. I have so much to say about LeBron's acting performance, but I'm just going to sum it up in one word: painful. And acting is bloody hard at the best of times, but when you're doing something like this, where you're acting with animated characters, you need a hell of a lot of talent to make us believe that they're there. This whole thing just felt so superficial, and I know it's a kid's film, but that doesn't excuse bad acting, and I need to calm down. Breathe. That was years of rage coming out there, and I got a little bit emosh, but I've got another video to film, and I'm not wearing waterproof mascara, so let's move on. Right, rant over. There were some positives. I think the video game aspect to it was a good way to update it and get 2021 kids to relate to it. And despite all the negatives, I do think that this is a very good film for kids. But if you're an adult and you have an attachment to the original, or you just value good acting, then I definitely don't recommend this film. But despite my anger, I won't say don't go and see it, but go and check out Space Jam: A New Legacy and make up your own mind. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more of this. But as always, stay safe and look after yourselves. Bye.